What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bry. You don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead. And in this video, we're going to cover Michonne, The Walking Dead Season 9, Season 10, what may happen in Season 10. And so, of course, spoiler warning for Season 9, Season 10, some big potential news that may hurt the show. Obviously, if you don't want to know this information, stop watching now, but let's get to it. Now, Michonne is my favorite character. And the last report that I saw is that Michonne is the only one of the big three to not sign a contract. Daryl and Carol both signed 3-year deals. Danai Gurira has not yet signed her contract, so that's not good. We might lose Michonne after Season 9. Well, Season 9 is done. Well, the filming for Season 9, we will see the episode starting this Sunday, and it's not a good outlook if Michonne does not possibly come back. So the word is, from comicbook.com and THR and a couple other reports, that Daryl Dixon signed a 3-year deal that could be potentially worth $50 to $90 million. Well, Norman Reedus signed the deal. Norman Reedus, Melissa McBride have supposedly both signed 3-year contracts, and Danai Gurira, who plays Michonne, has not. So when I say Michonne, Daryl, and Carol, that's who I mean. But the big three are the big three: Michonne, Daryl, and Carol. It's a big deal. I mean, if we lose another character, we already lost Rick on the show. Lauren Cohan may or may not return for Season 10. We just don't know yet. It's not been confirmed that she will come back at all, let alone for the whole season, so we just don't know that. But a lot of people are pissed that Rick is gone from the show. Even though he's not gone from the series Connection, he's going to be in movies, and Andrew Lincoln's going to potentially direct an episode for Season 10, because Season 10 is confirmed to be happening per Angela Kang and some sources, so we're going to get a Season 10, which I'm excited for. But the show needs Michonne. If we already lost Rick, Maggie's there sporadically, Carl's gone, Glenn's gone, Abraham's gone, Sasha's gone, all these people are gone, and now Jesus is gone. It's just crazy that we could lose another major character because of contracts. And I know that happens in the world of film and movies and just everything, but that'll hurt the show. The whole RJ, Michonne, Judith dynamic, that would be killing the show big time. And people say Rick is gone, I'm never going to watch again, but Season 9 is great. Every episode has been good, if not great. And what would happen with Judith now if Michonne is not there? How would they explain the whole Michonne storyline? Is she going to go with Maggie? Is she going to go to the Commonwealth? Is she going to go find Rick and never come back? I mean, I doubt the writers would be able to just write Michonne off and have it make sense. So hopefully Danai Gurira and The Walking Dead can work something out. Danai Gurira, Melissa McBride, and Daryl Dixon are the big three, so they need to get paid like the big three. Now, is Daryl more important than Michonne? More important than Carol? I would say no, no, and no. I think they each bring something to the story, but I think Michonne is definitely right up there with Daryl Dixon. Judith is an up-and-coming character, but she's already lost Carl. She's already lost Rick, and if she loses Michonne, how is that going to be explained? What is she supposed to do? She's like 10 or 11 years old. She needs a parental figure, and I don't want it to be Daryl. No offense, Daryl, but I just don't see you raising Judith. But what if Judith is raised by Negan? And that's what they're ultimately doing with Negan and Judith's dynamic. What if Negan eventually takes over Alexandria? Major comic twist, major comic remix. That's cool for the show, potentially, if it's done right. But a lot of people won't like that because a lot of people don't like Negan. Even though I have to admit I am liking the dynamic between Negan and Judith. So what if he runs Alexandria? There's already some saviors there, and that's eventually where the story goes. Michonne leaves on a boat, like the pirate storyline, or she goes to find Rick and doesn't really come back. I just hope it makes sense. But as for Daryl, if Norman Reedus is really getting $50 to potentially $90 million for the 3 years, good for him. To each their own. I'm not going to hate on that. I think Daryl is a huge part of the show. But if Daryl's contract hurts Danai Gurira and Melissa McBride's contracts, that's not fair. Norman Reedus is a great part of the show, but so is Danai Gurira. So is Melissa McBride. So is Ross Marquand. So is Lauren Cohan. So are all these people. And I do love Daryl, but I don't think he's more important than Carol or Michonne or Ezekiel or Jerry. Everybody has their little parts. And if you're paying him, you definitely better be paying Carol and Michonne and Aaron and so many other cast members. You know, I do like Daryl Dixon, so I hope he sticks around for a long, long time, and I do feel like he will. Same thing with Carol. But if we lose Michonne because of the deal that AMC is trying to lowball her and she's not willing to take it, I don't blame Denai Guerrera. Unless she's asking for $50 million and they're not going to do it. Or maybe she's worth it. I mean, Denai Guerrera brings a lot to the table too. Michonne is just as important, if not more important to the show right now, as is Daryl. So I don't know if they can afford 2 or 3 major contracts. The budget really won't allow that. But, okay, so say Michonne leaves. We have Yumiko, Magna, Cal, Tara, a bunch of other smaller characters. And I like Magna's group. Tara's kind of getting more and more of a storyline. And I think she's okay. But ultimately, is it going to be a good show? I don't know. I do like Carol and Ezekiel. I like the Kingdom. I like Jerry. I like where they're going with that. But you kind of have to have a main character. Like when you had Rick Grimes, that was the main guy, right? You had Rick and Daryl and Carol and Carl and this and that and all these other smaller characters. But a lot of people like the smaller characters. They like Carol. They like Ezekiel. They loved Carl. People are going to be loving Magna and Yumiko. Some people like Tara. Some people hate her. Some people love Daryl. Some people hate him. But if we eventually start losing the big characters and the small characters, because we're going to lose characters this season, definitely. With the Whispers coming around, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to lose characters. Maybe some big ones, maybe some smaller ones, but we're going to lose some cast this season. And we already have. Rick Grimes is in the movies. He's still connected to the universe of The Walking Dead, but probably not for the TV show ever again. He's supposed to direct an episode of season 10, which is great, but people want to see him on the camera, not behind the camera. But Rick Grimes is going to be in the movies, not coming back to the show, but ultimately, I need to see this happen. But for real, not in a hallucination, not in Rick's mind, in real life. I need to see Rick and Michonne reunited in the movies. And if Michonne is done with The Walking Dead because of contract disputes, then I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be good for the show. I doubt it would be good for the movies and the universe of The Walking Dead. Michonne is a huge character. And if she's gone and there is no chance of them reuniting, then I just don't see the point of it all. I mean, it's just going to hurt the show. And a lot of people gave Lauren Cohan flack for her contract disputes. But at the end of the day, everybody wants fair market value. And Lauren Cohan has been with the series since season 2. So I don't fault her for fighting for a contract and getting the right amount of money. And that's fine by me. But Lauren Cohan is not going to be seen again in season 9 per Angela Kang. I know a lot of people think there's going to be 6 episodes. She was only in 5, so there may be one more and a flashback and this and that. But it's not been confirmed. So if Maggie potentially may come back for season 10, I hope so. And at least I hope Denai Guerrera signs a 1-year contract. They pay her a bunch of money, so we'll get her at least for season 10, because season 10 has been confirmed recently. We gotta have the major characters for the storyline. If we start losing characters, there's gonna be some major holes in the storyline, and they've done pretty good with it, I have to say. Since Rick went away, the show really hasn't fallen off. It's been good to great, and I'm excited for the back half of season 9 and season 10. And Lauren Cohan is going to star in a new show called Whiskey Cavalier on ABC that will premiere after the Oscars, I believe. But I hope she has success with that, but not so much success that she can't do The Walking Dead season 10 and beyond. But I hope that she comes back and continues on. Now, Carol and Daryl, I believe, will be some, if not 2 of the main stars to be throughout the entire series. For the fact that they signed 3-year contracts, that bodes well for them. Carol and Daryl would definitely be around for a long time, and they need to be. We have to have some stars, right? Daryl Dixon should be the last man standing. As we remember the line by Beth, you're going to be the last man standing, Daryl Dixon. So it makes sense, right? Especially because Daryl Dixon is a huge part of the show. He's just for the show. He's not in the comics, so they keep those people around. Hopefully we'll see it make sense, and everyone sticks around for as long as they can. Hopefully at least till season 10. So right now, I think we have Carol and Daryl for 3 more years. Hopefully Denai Guerrera will sign a contract for at least 1 more year, but we have to see. So we just don't know how it's going down, when it's going down, what it means for the show, the series, the movies, all that stuff going forth. But a lot of people are getting confused about the information. And per THR and comicbook.com, Denai Guerrera has not signed a deal yet. So hopefully they get it done before April. I know Lauren Cohan's contract came down to the wire, but hopefully they just pay the lady because she is totally worth it, and Michonne needs to stay on the show. So let me know your thoughts, post your comments below. If you can, guys, hit that subscribe button to become a valued member of our PT channel Walking Dead family, and hit that bell to get notifications when we post videos daily. So thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.